What's poppin', my people? You already know what this is. It's on the lockout. Today we're going to talk about Rikers Island, prison, and a whole lot more. There's a lot of things going on. As we know, they had released like early prisoners from Rikers Island and prisons all over the world. Some of the people we know very well that were released, like Takashi 69, for example, right? And a lot of people weren't too happy about that because they felt like he played the system once again, right? First with his whole situation, with his case, with the gang members and the affiliation or what have you. And then he gets released. So in all that going down, New York City did their own releasing of inmates due to this pandemic and everything going on. And a lot of people were upset because de Blasio was releasing inmates, which now they say over 50% of the inmates released because of this pandemic have already returned back to prison or jail. Facts. So Rikers Island, they rethinking this whole strategy that they used to release people did. And of course, they're going to blame that most of these people that are out there in these streets going bonkers right now, that a lot of it had to do with the inmates being released from Rikers Island. Did he just contribute to the problem because his mind was all over the place? So I don't know, but I could tell you one thing, that when you get locked up, it's not easy to stay home if that's the type of lifestyle that you're used to living. But I could tell you one thing, that not everyone, people get little berserk in the street or do whatever they gotta do, right? But when they get locked up, it's just the fact that not everybody locks out. But you gotta ask yourself the question. Yeah, let's take it back. If you was to get locked up right now, which we hope and pray to God that you don't, but it can happen to anybody, would you lock out or would you be shook? Or people affiliated with gangs in prison, how I see it or how I seen it while I was there, right? One of the things that always got to me on Rikers Island while I was there, and let me put it this way, more or less when I come home, when I'm home and I see other people come home and they be like, you know what, I didn't have to join anything. Like, like they really gang. And I get it, right? And it sounds cool and all that, right? But if you do a background check most of the time and try to find out who were they running around with, this is just a fact. And if it don't apply to you, then let it fly. Because I noticed that a lot of people are also taking content and videos that people make personal as if someone is talking, and particularly to you, like, like answer back like, yo, my man, you don't even know. Like, bye, you're bugging out. Like, you taking it too personal. We only have a few minutes to get it in, right? And if you explain everything, it's just going to create more confusion. So I see dudes come home, and this has been happening forever, right? They come home from Rikers. They wasn't involved in nothing. They claiming like, yo, I didn't have to get down with nobody, blah, blah. Like if they super thug, right? And that's cool. But most of the time, they was either hanging out with whatever clique was popping in their cell block or in their dorm at the time. So, yeah, you didn't get involved as far as like joining. To me, I take it like, I always took it like some of those people is almost like they want all the, if I'm using the correct word without offending anyone, like the perks or privileges of being in the gang, but they don't want to join. They don't want that responsibility of actually being involved, like you're that now. But if you asked them what they was doing while they was on Rikers Island, They was running with somebody. So to me, I always looked at it like you might as well have gotten down. And I don't ever encourage someone to join a gang, a prison gang, or anything like that. But it almost looks more phony to me. Like, yo, you was running with them. Everybody thought you was that. Like, when things hit the fan, you're gonna get hit up like if you was that. It's sad because a lot of time as the people, we don't use our brain, right? Now, out in the world, Rikers Island or in any prison, and I'm going to tell you why, right? This is my opinion on it. And you leave in the comments if you feel the same way. So a lot of times when it has to do with certain things happening in gang culture and gang life through all different parts of the world, like we never talking about one specific gang or trying to disrespect nobody. It's just based on experience and things that we see, right? With our people as a whole, all people, because we look at all people the same here. Don't get one video or certain things being said confused with the other. There's a channel where we love all people, no matter who you are, right? Up to someone does something and then we don't see color. A violation is a violation. So anyway, I see our people that they could be involved in gang culture, gang life or whatever, right? Something is happening. Someone could be getting murked in front of you or anything could be happening in life, right? And we won't do nothing to that other individual. Or we'll give that person an easy pass. The minute something happens with someone that's involved in our same clique that we running with, something that we believe in, anything that you rep with a bunch of other people, we want to do away with this individual. Like, get him! Get him! You're done! You violated! Right? But everybody else that you just had a problem with during the course of the year, you either deaded the problem, you fixed it, and what they did was way worse to you. And you even cool with them. You hang out with them. But the one that you call your man, your peoples, your homie, your compadre, you want to get at him like hard body. And that's something that I never understood. And I'm trying to figure it out till today because I'm the total opposite. You know what I mean? It's like if I know somebody that's a friend of mine, I'll be like, bro, that's nothing. Like, we could work it out, bro. You know, my homie, my good friend, whatever. Like, it's nothing. Or I just won't talk to him. Or if I started a little crew, if he's Lockout Gang, right? Then you're just not Lockout Gang no more. Meaning our notification gang, because this is not a gang channel and I am not a gang member. Facts. So, with that being said, I'll just like disown him. And that hurts him more. Like not being a part of. But now when you really hurt somebody and you murk them, it's like, bro, it's 2020. So when we get locked up and we off to prison and the penitentiary and doing hard state time, we're crying, right? And my whole thing is like, what you thought was gonna happen, oh Bobby? It's crazy right now. They got face recognition. They got a bunch of ways of getting to people that nowadays you're not going to get away. It's very hard to get away with things. But mental health is also a very serious issue amongst our peers and amongst the penitentiary system. On Rikers Island, mental health is up the roof. If you take the E train on Jamaica, Queens, or by Brooklyn, if you go through Broadway Junction, trains that are on that go through the outside, the J train in the summertime, trains that go far, like from Stillwell and back, the R train, you see the homeless people like never before, right, in America. But a lot of these people suffer from mental health issues, right? And we say that always with all respects because I myself am 7:45. Ever 7:30. We 7:45 over here. We are just a little extra, right? So we all have our defects of character and things that we need to work on. But this is a prime example. The other day, I was taking the train. And you know, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. You know, I'm the type of dude that, and I don't suggest this to nobody. I'd rather get knocked with it than without it, right? So I'm holding facts. Always like Chuck Norris, like ready, you heard? Rambo. So I'm just kidding, you two. That's the part that's entertainment. So anyway, homeboy's like, yo, so I'm like, what up? So boom. You see, people will leave in the comments and be like, yo, what was the dude? It doesn't matter what was he, but he was my complexion. I think he was dark, he was black. I don't know. It doesn't matter. At that point, it's a violation. So I'm thinking, whatever he gonna say, I don't respond. I respond with infirmary, right? And those that been around already know what it is. Not trying to show off, not trying to sound tough. 2020, infirmary, boom. Right? So, but I backed up and I was like, well, what up? And he was like, nah, I just wanted to tell you that the train is moving in 8 minutes and 4 seconds. ¿What? ¿Qué dice? No sé, güey. Pinche de güey. ¿Qué dices? No te entiendo. Talk to me in English, buddy. Yo, what? Is he bugging? Yo, is he on K27? This is the part of the show where we joking because you got to say that because people be like, oh, you trying to... No disrespect to nobody. We love all people. We don't make fun of nobody. It's sad that every time we say a little joke, son, we got to read. Boop, 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 boop. Cool with this. It's nonsense. Stop it, people, man. Lighten up. Boo, Kitty. What up? It's on the lockout. So check it. I'm like, yo, homeboy's bugging. Number one, I'm like, yo, did we look like that? He had these pants that looked like parachutes, some shorts that were like, poof, humongous. I'm like, holy snap. He had no mask. He stunk like 10 cans of backed up. Right? It was frightening, bro. You ever smell somebody on the train where it goes in your mouth like, boom? Like, I got that. I'm sick, bro. Check me. I am sick. Like, you just feel like I'm gonna die if I don't brush my teeth. Like now, bro. You feel me? And everything tastes nasty. You light up a cigarette, you might just boom. Blow up, right? So I'm bugging, bro. After that, I'm like, he's good. He keeps it moving. This lady sits right next to me. Boom. And she's like, you look nice, by the way. I'm like, yo. First of all, I'm like, yo, you need to back up. You need to back up. She's like, oh, you're so rude. I'm giving you a compliment, mama. But did you forget what's happening out here? Like, I don't get it. But at the same token, I have to be a little compassionate that I know I could tell there's something is wrong with this person. They not all there, right? So I say all that to say that sometimes we jump the gun because that happened to me before. And I said this story like on a live real quick. The one I'm about to say, homeboy spun around the corner. It was nighttime, right? He recognized me and wanted to ask me for a cigarette, right? It's a rap. Everybody knows about it. So it's not like telling on himself, whatever. He said, yo, excuse me, it was dark. Boom, I infirmaried him. I infirmaried him. Boom. Facts. Oh! He broke out. Took flight. And he was like, yo, I just wanted to ask you for a cigarette, bro. Facts. I think it was me and my peoples that said the story on the live because I was walking with somebody and it's a sad situation. To this day, I think about that. I was recently like, yo, he was just trying to reach out and ask me something. And just because he's never been nowhere or he forgot, that's what I say. You can't walk too close to people or right behind people. I never do that. And he left leaking. Now that was sad. To this day, I think about that. There's a lot of things that I think about on a daily basis. Like now that I'm on a clear mind, right? I'm no longer in the devil's grips, and my mind is a lot clearer. I think about a lot of things, and that just to happen at a part of my life where I'm at that stage of super maturity, right? It was just like hard. It broke me, man. I was like, oh man, I effed up. I felt bad. Like usually I would infirmary something, boom, and feel good. Like, yeah, what up? But I felt so bad, man. Because the way he said it, like, yo, I just wanted that. And I seen it, boom, and I was like, oh, snap, bro. You can't take that back, bro. I pray every day to God for forgiveness and that he understands that today I'm a better man, that wasn't part of my plan. That's something that the devil just put in my hand. It's sad, bro. You know, and even right now, I bring it up, and I don't know why, because as you guys know, I don't write none of this. I just go with the flow. Whatever I feel like talking about, I talk about. And I felt like making this video and telling a little bit about whatever I just told about is because, listen, I respect everybody's work. If they put time into making content, I respect it. Leave in the comments if you ever had something like that happen to you, where people run up on you, like behind you, and like you not with it. Like, yo, what's up? Like you could tell you ain't been nowhere because you running up behind me, right? I don't run up behind people, and be aware because there's a lot of people out there that don't like that. And you know, you could be like, oh, they institutionalized, whatever it may be. But if you never been through that and you not street, you need to be aware. And even if you street because you will know not to do that, you need to be aware because there's dudes that will give it to you and you think that he's a bully. You know, and you don't know if he just finished getting into it or getting shot, somebody try to spin him the week before. So he's on spin mood. You know what I'm saying? He trying to spin anything that he bumps into once he spins. You feel me? So to be aware is to be alive, man. It's just sad, man. I got to drink coffee to that one. So it's just because I think a whole lot different today. Yeah, I'm going to defend myself. I'm going to defend my peoples. I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm going to stand up for what I believe in. But I just don't go around looking for trouble like I used to before, you know? Well, a lot of people still be like, yo, you got a crazy attitude. Listen, I'm working on things, you know, and my attitude, like, it came back even more because, like I told all you guys, I don't hide nothing from nobody. I've been in the devil's grips the same way I've been doing the right thing for a lot of years. Then I fall back and run the street again, and then I'm back, you know, and this time I just been like, made a full decision that my life had to change because I could no longer continue to live that way because I was hurting a whole lot of people, not only myself. There's other people down the line that you affect with your wrongdoings, right? You're not only hurting yourself. So the Almighty Father's been working with me, you know, and with the help of course, the family that I built here on social media. I've always done that because I've been on social media on and off for a lot of years, you know, but it's just overwhelming the amount of love and support that I get. And the people, when you guys leave comments and you tell me, Ward, you helped me change my life. Yo, Ward, because of you, I did this. Because of you, I worked on my page. That's overwhelming. That helps me move on and want more for myself. And I told you guys before, a lot of times I say to myself, I got to do the right thing. I can't let these people down, right? Like, a lot of these people are counting on you, boy. Don't do that. You know? And just the fact that I've been out of Rikers Island for this amount of time, I ain't gonna lie. Is it a good feeling? Of course it is. It's an awesome feeling to be out of Rikers Island for even 2 or 3 months. There's times I wouldn't be home not even 28 days and wind up back at Rikers Island. So you got people in the comment sections that one time this dude asked me, whoa, what gang should I join? You shouldn't join no gang. You know, I'm not here to give advice to tell you to join gangs. Like, what are you, FBI, son? You trying to get me indicted? Like, you feel me? But no. if I had the opportunity to do things all over again, I would do them all over again. I have no regret because certain things are beautiful things. But I would just change a lot of the ways that I conducted myself towards other people on Rikers Island. Although sometimes you have to do that because you know some other people or cliques or dudes that think they bullies, they only up here to when you get crazy. If you're too nice, it doesn't work that way, right? Like with everything in life, right? But it helped me grow as a person and as a man, you know. And it's not easy, bro. It's not an easy life to live, you know, when you just know that and that's all you knew and that's all you know. So sometimes I don't fault these dudes when I see them making content and every video they make is just about gang culture, about gang culture, about gang culture. You can't blame them if that's the only thing that he knew, right? But and then you got to watch what you say if you're a content creator and you've been around and you're from the street, because people are going to be like, you're bugging now, bro. You understand what I mean? So it's like a double-edged sword, and some things are better left unsaid. So where do I see everything going today and like New York City? You know, I see it getting the same way that Chicago, different parts of the world is getting. Chirac, a lot of things happening. A lot of our people getting murked behind gang activity and what they said in music or what's being said even on podcast shows. And it's sad that if you can't see the next man progress without hating or clout chasing to a point where you want to hurt an individual because they a little bit more successful than you, it's sad. It's like clout has become the new gold. And like I always say, man, welcome to the clout rush. It's sad. Do not fall in that realm, man. You already know my name is Warpath. I love all of y'all. Just wanted to stop by, see what's up. Leave in the comments how you feel about everything I said. We got more content coming early in the morning. Facts. I just want to let y'all know I'm alive. Stay out of Rikers Island. Stay out of prison. Stay away from prison gangs that are no good. Take heed to what I'm saying. There's people that is good in everything, but there's bad people in everything. Thank you for watching. Fact.